Madridistas, what a crazy game for Real Madrid today as Real Madrid defeated Celta Vigo 5-2. And you might be looking at the scoreline and saying 5-2. We destroyed this team. No. It was easy sailing during this game. We were up 2-0, possibly even 3-0, with Arda getting a goal late. But it was ruled offsides, and Celta Vigo come back to actually equalize 2-2 as we are forced into extra time. And I'll be honest, I was not feeling good and not feeling confident about this team too. Kylian Mbappe is already off. We haven't brought Rodrigo in. We're kind of scrambling at this point too. But the youngsters come up, and the youngsters come up big, with Endrick getting a brace in this game, as well as Arda with some beautiful passes in the final couple minutes of the game. And of course, bangers only, guys, as Fede Valverde delivers again. Puskas? He possibly, guys. What a goal for Fede Valverde, and what a game for Real Madrid to be able to come back and win the game 5-2. Guys, in this video, we're going to be recapping the game, telling you some of my thoughts throughout the game, and of course, giving you my man of the match. But before we get started, if you're new around here, I'm Dally with Dallyfc. I cover all things Real Madrid. At the end of the video, if you like the content and you want to see more from myself, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, guys, smash that like button. It helps me out a ton. I really appreciate it. And guys, let me know in the comments who is your man of the match. So Madridistas, coming into this game, I made my match preview for it, and I said, Carlo Ancelotti, we need to be making some substitutions in this game, and we need to be making some rotations that can actually help this Real Madrid team moving forward. I feel like Carlo might have missed the video. He might have missed the video. He maybe only heard snippets of it, because he did make some changes in this game, but was not the changes that I was looking for in this game. As you guys can see on the screen now, this is a starting 11 that Carlo Ancelotti rolled out there, and it's actually 6 changes from that ass kicking that we had against Barcelona just the other day. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, but 6 changes for Carlo Ancelotti today. So up top, you have Kylian Mbappe getting the start. Vinny Jr. gets the start as well, with Brahim Diaz, Dani Ceballos, Luka Modric, and then Tchouaméni is back into the midfield with Fran Garcia, Rudiger, Raul Asensio. Guys, he finally gets to start at center back. We will be talking about Raul Asensio today. And then Lucas Vazquez at right back. And again, Carlo, he maybe missed that part. But either way, and then Lunin in goal as well. So that is the starting lineup that Carlo Ancelotti rolled out there today. And I'm feeling okay coming into this game about the starting lineup. Kylian Mbappe being out there, like, okay, sure, let's see what he's made of. Because right now he's actually been doing very good, and he continues that today. But guys, we'll talk about that. First half, couple thoughts coming into this game. Raul Asensio was incredible this first half of this game. His physicality is incredible in the box, and he is willing to take risk. And unfortunately, we will talk about it too, because sometimes risk shouldn't be taken. Sometimes risk lead to consequences, and that's what happens in this game as well. But I do love what I'm seeing from Raul Asensio moving forward. Like I said, his physicality is incredible. He's always looking for where the ball is. He's always looking around. He's man-marking guys incredibly well. Very much like to see that from Raul Asensio so far. And that was really one of the highlights of that first half, because I feel like really our front two were kind of disconnected at the beginning of this game with Kylian Mbappe and then Vinny as well. I thought they were kind of disconnected. And for me, it was a lot of just too much passing just to make a pass. What this Real Madrid team lacks, right? So when we take a look at the starting 11, right? What happens a lot of the times is we have a passing network of basically Fran Garcia. Let me spread everybody out here. This is basically the passing network. And so it's Fran passing Ceballos, passing it to Modric, passing Brahim, back to Tchouaméni, and so on and so forth, with Lucas Vazquez up here as well. We're never looking for that final third pass, that through ball to a Kylian Mbappe, to a Vinny Jr. We're never crossing the ball in the box. And I think the thing is with this Real Madrid team, who is the goal scorer, right? Vinny and Kylian Mbappe too. But other than that, again, taking a look at that starting 11, who's going to be scoring goals consistently for this team? Fran Garcia? No. Dani Ceballos? No. Tchouaméni? No. Modric? No. Brahim? Maybe. Brahim's probably the only one. And even then, he's not even making those runs into that final third or even making those passes as well. Same thing with Lucas Vazquez. So what's kind of happening with this Real Madrid team is you're kind of just super dependent on Vinny or Kylian Mbappe basically getting a goal. But the issue is we're not supplying them with the passes that they need to be able to actually take shots. So many times we're passing the ball just to pass it. And that's something that really needs to change. That is why I like an Arda out there. That's the thing with Ceballos and Modric. I thought they would be looking more for those crosses into the box. And the thing is, again, when we look at that starting 11, you know who the people who are actually doing it today? Rudiger and Raul Asensio. You should not need your center backs to be making these passes into the final third. Luckily, Rudiger does a really good job. Same with Raul Asensio. Now, when it comes to the first goal in this game, this is a crazy sequence. That's the only thing I can talk about, because what happens, guys, And I'll just be straight up with everybody. Celta Vigo should have had a penalty. Celta Vigo should have had a penalty. They get the ball inside the box, and Andre Lunin brings down, I don't know who the Celta Vigo player was, but he brings down a Celta Vigo player, and it should have been a penalty. VAR doesn't even take a look at it, which is questionable. So Real Madrid, we can probably own those claims today. I'll be honest with everybody. But Andre Lunin fouls the Celta Vigo player in the box, doesn't get called, and Lucas Vázquez gets the ball, passes it to Ceballos, passes it to Vinny, who passes it ultimately to Kylian Mbappe, who gets the ball at the halfway mark and runs down that left wing side and then takes a beautiful shot near post and gets on the board for Real Madrid. And this is classic Kylian Mbappe. This is the Kylian Mbappe, the Kiki we've been waiting for to see for Real Madrid. And lately, he's been consistently doing this for Real Madrid. So Kylian Mbappe puts this up in the 37th minute. And again, I believe that was a penalty. That should have been a penalty for Celta Vigo. They absolutely got screwed over. If that was Real Madrid, we would be complaining about that so much. So, again, they got lucky. We got really lucky in this one, not going to lie. But otherwise than that, first half wasn't super inspiring. It was really good to get on the board at the end of the first half. But otherwise, other than that, I thought Raul was doing really good. Kylian Mbappe was finally heating up as well. Now, in the second half, we start off hot in the second half. This time, it is Vinny's turn to score the goal, and it's Kylian Mbappe who brings the ball up, has a beautiful pass to Brahim Diaz, who Brahim Diaz lays it off to Vinny Jr., and Vinny Jr. puts it into the back of the net. And this is a great just link-up play for them in the 48th minute, and a beautiful finish from Vinny as well. And this is the thing. Beautiful football from Kylian having a great pass to Brahim Diaz, Brahim Diaz was able to stay on side as well, and then Brahim Diaz to actually lay the ball off to Vinny Jr. as well. And I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great at this moment. You know, what happens with this Real Madrid team is once you get up and where Celta Vigo just can't play, you know, back in like a low block or anything like that. I feel a lot more confident about this team because we can really just open this game up. We can take on them with our pace and just kind of exploit certain things. We had a couple more opportunities. Kylian Mbappe had a couple opportunities. Vinny almost got a little chippy chip. We almost got the chippy chip. I really wanted that today. But it doesn't come. The third goal doesn't come for a little later. It looked like the third goal was going to be coming when Arda Güler comes on and Ceballos and Brahim come off. Arda Güler comes on as well as Camavinga. And Arda Güler actually scores. It's a pass from Kylian Mbappe to Vinny, but Vinny is about this far off sides. And it's a fantastic finish from Arda Güler, but it does not count. Now, the unfortunate thing is, Endrick, not this part, but Endrick comes on, Fede Valverde comes on as well, and Luka Modric, and then Kylian Mbappe comes off. And again, this is 2-0 at this point. Now, Camavinga had a horrible pass in this game. Camavinga has a hospital pass over, and it was ideally going to Tchouaméni, but it goes right to Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo take advantage of it and get on the board as well. And I'm like, just win the game. Just win the game. Like, I don't understand how we can just not finish some of these games. You know, finish this team off. What are we doing? I don't understand that from Real Madrid's perspective. Now, a little later, this is the part with Raul Asensio that I do love his physicality, but sometimes it comes back to bite you in the ass because Raul Asensio fouls a Celta Vigo player in the box, and it's a clear foul. And what it is Marco Alonso to step up to take the penalty. It is now 2-2 going in to extra time. And this is kind of embarrassing, honestly, at this point. Jude comes on for Fran Garcia, and hopefully, you know, Fran Garcia looked like he picked up a pretty serious knock in this game, and it sucks too because he was playing pretty well. Jude comes on, and he's playing that left back. It was kind of weird formation for Jude to be playing, but that's what happens. And then Vinny comes off and Rodrigo comes on as well in the extra time, in the second extra time. Nothing happens in the first extra time, but boy, oh boy, did things happen in that second extra time. If you guys missed it as well, a couple of you were in there, but I did go live, and you guys can check out the video here where we were watching the game live for that second half of extra time. And wow, what a second half of extra time. First goal, Endrick, Bobby Charlton, guys, reincarnated, comes on, and he finally delivers a beautiful strike. And when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful too. Look at this goal from Bobby Endrick, guys. In the 108th minute, so high. The ball is perfectly passed by Arda Güler to Bobby Endrick, and Bobby Endrick does what Bobby does and puts it into the back of the net with just such power on this ball. Absolutely love the shot from Endrick in this one. The shirt is off. The tops are off. Yellow cards are out there. I was contemplating taking my shirt off as well. Not really. It was staying on. Maybe later. Never know. Endrick gets the goal, and it looks like that Real Madrid's going to win the game 3-2. But we are not over because, Fede saw that goal and said, what do I do, guys? What does Dally always say that Fede Valverde does? And what does Fede Valverde always do? Bangers only, guys. Because Fede Valverde hits possibly one of the best shots of the year so far for Fede Valverde. And that's saying a lot because all the shots that he hits are bangers only. It is a snipe from Fede Valverde in the 112th minute to make it 4-2 for Real Madrid. And again, it looks like this is going to be the winner. No. Bobby Endrick, backheel Bobby? That might be a new nickname. I just came up with it. It might be something that sticks around because Arda crosses into the box from a corner kick, and it lands at Bobby's feet. Bobby handles it, and then what's he do? It's a back heel flick from Endrick to put it into the back of the net in the 119th minute as well to make the game 5-2 for Real Madrid to ultimately escape a game that we were honestly dominating. It was 2-0. It possibly could have even been 3-0 too. But at the end of the day, you have to bring on some subs as well. And some of the subs and some of the younger players, an 18-year-old who was balling out there gets 2 goals. A 19-year-old Turkish superstar gets 2 assists as well and easily could have had a goal as well. And Real Madrid ultimately win the game and defeat Celta Vigo to advance to the next round of the Copa del Rey 5-2. So guys, what a game. What a comeback for Real Madrid. I think it's time, though, that I talk about some of the players in this game and give you some of my thoughts coming into this game as well and see kind of how they did. So taking a look at SofaScore as well. Some of these ratings surprised me. Start with Lunin. I didn't think Lunin was good today. Lunin honestly should have had a yellow card and should have been a penalty as well. He had one or two couple really good saves in this one too, but I was not very impressed with Lunin. I probably go like a 6-2 for me for Lunin today. Fran Garcia, disrespectful rating from SofaScore today because I thought Fran Garcia was very good today. He was making the runs. He actually was passing very well as well. I really liked what I saw from Fran Garcia today. He did get injured, so it's something I'm going to be monitoring moving forward, but I thought Fran Garcia was pretty good today overall. I'd probably go like a 7-5 for Fran Garcia today. Rudiger, I thought Rudiger was solid overall today. 7.2 is what SofaScore gave him. I'd probably be maybe a 7-1. I thought he was decent. He did get a couple goals, were let in, but I don't think that was Rudiger's fault. Like I said, Kamavinga had a horrible pass to a Tchouaméni too. And then it was Raul Asensio who fouled to get the pen. But otherwise, I thought Rudiger was doing good. A lot of long balls from Rudiger as well. Now, Raul Asensio getting a 6.7 is very interesting because, honestly, up until the foul in what was a penalty, I thought Raul Asensio was awesome in this game. I really do. Guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of Raul Asensio's performance. And this is the thing, I think, with Carlo Ancelotti that he has to kind of figure out moving forward. And maybe one of the reasons why we don't see Raul Asensio out there. His positioning was incredible. Honestly, I thought he was very good at man marking. He's very physical, too. A lot of the times, some of the Celta Vigo players were trying to run past Raul Asensio, too, and he was just holding them, too. He's holding them. Is it a foul? Maybe. But they're not going to call that. They're never going to call that, too, because the ball's not even close to him. He's a little reckless at times, though, and you see that in this game because he does give up the penalty. And it was a foul that he doesn't need to be taking. That's the thing. Rudiger is not taking that. Tchouaméni is not taking it too, but Tchouaméni is not taking it because he doesn't have the pace, and he doesn't really have the ability, and maybe he doesn't want to try some of the things that Raul Asensio does because Tchouaméni in this game, I'll be talking about him in a second, had some very good tackles in this game too, but that's kind of the balance that I think Carlo Ancelotti and I think us as Madridistas need to kind of think about when we think about Raul Asensio. I would still say you need to be playing him more moving forward too because I did think Tchouaméni actually did pretty good today. Spoiler, guys. I think he did pretty good today in the midfield. I would probably say beginning this game, that first half for Raul Asensio, I was probably like low 8s, like an 8.2. He does ultimately get a yellow card and gets a foul. But I still liked really what I saw from Raul Asensio today. I'll probably go 7-8. Again, if he doesn't pick up that foul, it's probably even going mid-8s for me for Raul Asensio. But guys, again, let me know what you thought of Raul Asensio today. Lucas Vazquez, he was fine. Didn't do anything great. Didn't do anything that terrible too. 6.9 for Lucas Vazquez today. Dani Ceballos is very good, I thought, in the midfield today. Passes were incredible from him a couple times. But again, the thing for me for Dani Ceballos, what I want to be seeing is I need him to be a little more adventurous with these final third passes. I feel like too many times he's too safe. He's too safe. In this game, he only had 2 key passes too. And then again, he was 96% passes today. But when you're just kind of passing it back and forth, it's just not incredible. It's not incredible. And the thing is, if you're going to be in there and it's you and Luka Modric in that midfield, I need you to be a little more adventurous and let's get the ball to a Vinny. Let's get the ball to Mbappe, right? Because I've seen Ceballos be able to make some of these passes. I've seen Luka Modric be able to make some of these passes too. I need to be seeing that a little more from both of them as well. And whoever's in the midfield, I want to be seeing that more from them as well. Again, I thought Ceballos was pretty good today. I will probably go a 7.8 for Danny Ceballos today. Tchouaméni, I thought Tchouaméni was really good today, honestly. Gets one shot. It could have been a goal too. Had so much power on this ball. 94% passing. Again, he's kind of passing back and forth. He did have a couple of long balls in this one too. And I just thought overall his tackling was very good too. 4 clearances, 2 block shots, 3 interceptions, 5 total tackles. And these are notable tackles as well. And these are tackles that are honestly incredible. And he looked good, in my opinion, in the midfield today. Again, this is going against a team that is not going to exploit the lack of pace that Tchouaméni has. Because, again, Tchouaméni is kind of slow. He's kind of slow out there. I thought Tchouaméni was very solid today. I'd probably go an 8.3 for Tchouaméni today in this one. Luka Modric continues to be Luka Modric, continues to do Luka Modric things. I thought he was very solid in this one too. His passing was pretty good. Again, same thing kind of with Ceballos. I kind of want him to be a little more adventurous in this one too. I'll probably go 7.9 for Luka Modric today. It was solid, but I feel like it could have been better. When it comes up top, Vinny Jr., he gets on the board. I think Vinny could have done even better today. There was a couple of times he probably could have got assist to Brahim. I believe he could have even got an assist to Mbappe too in this one. 7.2, honestly, I think is a little low. I thought Vinny was very good today. Honestly, he could do better as well. He could finish, that chippy chip should have been in goal. He gets his goal, could have had a couple assists in this one. I thought overall it was a very solid day for Vinny. I'll go to 8.2 for Vinny today. Kylian Mbappe, I'll just say it, guys. He was my man of the match. Kylian Mbappe today looked fantastic, honestly. I thought he was incredible in that first half. And he probably even could have had a better game too. He came off at the 79th minute too. That's the thing. This was a long game for Real Madrid. And that's why this video is going as long as it is, because this was a long game for Real Madrid. Endrick comes on for him. But again, Kylian Mbappe, he gets the goal. He gets the assist to the assist on the Vinny goal as well, as it's a beautiful pass to Brahim Diaz. And then Vinny is able to take it home and score. Kiki's back. Kiki has continued to get better and better, it seems. And he's having fun out there. He's having a little flick passes like that. He's really controlling the game as well. And he looks electric. Again, Kylian Mbappe could have scored a couple more in this game too. Only 4 shots in this game. The goal was fantastic. But again, this one could have been a goal. This one could have been a goal as well. I thought Mbappe was very good in this game as well. Very much liked what I saw from him today. I'll probably go an 8.4 for Mbappe in this one. Now, Brahim Diaz, I'll be honest, guys. I thought Brahim Diaz was bad in the first half. I was very unimpressed. Very unimpressed. However, when we open the game up and Kylian Mbappe opens the score sheet to make it 1-0, the game changes. The game changes, and also Brahim Diaz changes because he starts actually making incredible runs too. Gets the assist to Vinny as well. And I really liked what I saw from Brahim Diaz in the second half as well. Now, will I rate him as high as Vinny or Kylian? No, but I do think it was a solid 8 game for Brahim Diaz in this one. I was very happy with him as well. Now, I have not mentioned some of the subs yet, and let's mention the subs right now. Arda Güler was awesome. Arda Güler continues to be awesome. I don't understand why this Turkish superstar at 19 years old is not getting more runway and more game time too, because when he comes on, he just does things. He makes things happen. And in this game, again, if you look at SofaScore, it's not going to tell you everything. It's not going to tell you everything. I will tell you everything, guys, because Arda Güler comes on, he scores a goal. But again, Vinny is offsides by like this much. That's nothing Arda Güler can do. Arda Güler took the ball, first touch, puts in the back of the net. But what Arda Güler does actually do in this game, he gets 2 assists. And I don't even know if they actually counted it in this game too. They do count 2 assists. 7.5 SofaScore. What are we doing? That might need to fix the app. Arda Güler, he puts it in the back of the net. Should have been a goal for him. And then he gets the 2 assists to Endrick. And again, I've said it multiple times. I will continue saying it. He is the best corner kicker in the world. I don't even think that's a hot take. He is incredible at his corner kicks, and I want him to be taking a lot more set pieces as well. But he gets the first assist to Endrick, and then he gets the second assist from the corner kick as well to Endrick as well. And so I was very impressed. He was very close to being my man of the match. If you guys would have gave it to him, if he would have got the goal, I would not have been disagreeing with you guys at all. So I, again, very impressed with Arda Güler today. I will go an 8.3 for Arda Güler today. A very good game for him. Now, when it comes to the rest of the team, Camavinga was bad. 6 is what I would give Camavinga. He has a hospital pass in this game. Horrible. Fede Valverde comes on. Didn't want Fede Valverde to come on, but what does he do? Bangers only. Bangers only. That's all that Fede Valverde does. Very good game for Fede Valverde. I will go an 8 for Fede in this one. And then Jude Bellingham also comes on. I'm going to skip over Bobby. We're going to skip over Bobby. We'll talk about Bobby. Jude Bellingham comes on. I feel like he was trying to do a lot. I think his positioning was kind of weird. And again, let's take a look at some of the positioning for Jude as well in this one, showing the substitutes too. He was kind of playing that like left back sort of thing. I don't know why the thing updated, so sorry about that. But he was kind of playing that like left back position kind of thing. It was kind of weird, like a left attacking mid. Kind of weird what we got to see from Jude Bellingham. He didn't do anything great in this game, but again, he comes on at the 90th minute. He only was out there for 30 minutes. Probably go like a 7 for him. And then Rodrigo as well. I'll probably go a 7 for him as well. Didn't think he was great in this one, but we have to talk about Bobby. We have to talk about Bobby because Bobby Endrick needs to be playing more. There's been something that I don't understand the issue why he doesn't play, because when Endrick comes on, he's electric. The kid is amazing. At 18 years old, he needs to be playing more, especially with Vinny being suspended, with Kylian Mbappe picking up knocks, with Rodrigo not having the best health history as well. How are we not playing this kid at the final 15 minutes too, or even in a game like this? I called for him to start this game too. I am happy he was able to come on, and when he came on, he was fantastic in my opinion in this game. And I will say, I was a little critical in the live stream, if you guys watched it as well, saying the thing with him that he kind of needs to figure out too is some of his positioning too, because too many times he's not getting the ball where he needs to be taking it. And I feel like sometimes on a run, he's kind of like in no man's land. He's not looking for that pass back. I think that's something he'll need to be getting better at. But when Endrick actually gets the ball and gets the ball in a very good shot in a good space, he takes advantage of it and he puts it into the back of the net. And he does it twice in this game. The first goal is a fantastic goal. Tops off for him as he scores this goal. This is classic Bobby Endrick, in my opinion, in this one. It's a left-footed shot, and there's so much pace and so much power on this ball. I loved the shot from him as well. And then backheel Bobby. Backheel Bobby gets the 5th one as well for Real Madrid to win 5-2 in this one. And again, Endrick was very much up there as well. I will go an 8.2 for Bobby today. It could have been even higher as well. Again, I think the goals did really save him in this one. But again, fantastic goals for Bobby and fantastic overall finish. Finish is what I want to say, because again, we almost choked that game away for Real Madrid today. But at the end of the day, Real Madrid defeats Celta Vigo 5-2 to advance to the next round of the Copa del Rey. So guys, let me know in the comments who is your man of the match. I will be making my match preview for the Las Palmas game tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. If you made it to the end of the video, if you're not subscribed, what are we doing? Hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton to reach more Madridistas like yourself out there as well. Guys, hit the like button as well. Guys, it's been Dally with Dallyfc. Cheers. Real Madrid.